guys, so as promised, here is my Dear Birth Mom letter in its final form, and hopefully it will get me a birth mother. Anyway, so let's get started. Dear Birth Mother, I have wanted to adopt it since I was a teenager. I knew that when the time came, it was the way I would build my family. I learned as much as I could about adoption and discussed it with anyone who was willing to share their adoption stories with me. I grew up in a loving and supportive family. My parents have been married for over 35 years and are still deeply in love. They have always been supportive of me and my brothers in our decisions, even if they did not like our choices. They would explain to us why, but they would still allow us to make up our own minds. They continue to help us in any way possible to make our dreams come true. My father plays guitar, and I used to sit at his feet in his workshop and listen to him play. He never told me to leave him alone, and never turned down any song requests, even if it was for the 100th time I asked for the same song. My mother has always been my best friend. We enjoy shopping together, going out for ice cream, and going to random places like the petting zoo, even as adults. I have two brothers, one older, one younger. My older brother and I spent the majority of our childhood together. I have fond memories of building tree forts, going sledding, and riding our bikes together. Also, getting in trouble for going too far or staying out too late. My younger brother and I enjoyed watching shows like Pokemon together and playing video games like Mario Kart. Both my brothers and I are still very close. My favorite childhood memories are from the summers. Every year we'd go camping as a family. We would rent a cabin on the lake and spend a week or two just enjoying each other's company. We would go for boat rides, fishing, and tubing. In the evenings we would play board games and have a campfire. My older brother and I would go swimming at least once a day. We would go hiking, and my mother would usually end up lost. At least once during the trip, we would go somewhere in the area, like a science center, a craft show, festival, etc. I never missed television or the computer because I was a bit too busy having fun. My parents eventually purchased a trailer, and I enjoy going to it whenever I can. I have always loved working with children. As soon as I was legally allowed to babysit, I took classes and I found families to work for. Until I moved for university, I babysat numerous children, including newborns and infants. I worked as a full-time nanny for twin toddlers. Later, I worked as a teacher's assistant and educational assistant before becoming a teacher. When I completed my Bachelor of Arts in Child and Family Studies, I planned on going to Teachers College. Unfortunately, I was not accepted into any schools I applied to. I wanted to continue working with children, so I chose to move to South Korea to teach. It was an amazing experience, and I was able to also visit China and Japan. When I returned to Canada, I was accepted into Teachers College and completed my Bachelor of Education. I decided to move to Manitoba to teach full-time, and I could not ask for a better career. I currently teach kindergarten, and every day I get to go to a job I love. Now that my education is complete and my career is established, I am ready to start my family. After exploring my options, I decided to pursue private adoption. I have a small Shih Tzu. He is an amazing and loving dog. I often get compliments on how calm and friendly he is. I take him to work with me a few times a year to teach lessons on bite prevention and pet care. My students love seeing him and learning all about dogs. He has earned his Dog Scout title, and just like Boy Scouts, he learns new things and receives badges on what he has learned. It always amazes me the things he can do. I enjoy painting and doing crafts. I am always working on a new project. I prefer to decorate my house using art that I created instead of buying it from the store. I am not very talented, but I have fun making it. I also knit, but not very well. I can only make simple square things like scarves and blankets. I read a lot, but mostly in the summer when I am not working. I like many different genres, but my favorite authors are Sarah Douglas, V.C. Andrews, and Diana Gabaldon. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I am looking forward to reading to a child before tucking them into bed. I play video games when I have time, especially puzzle games and ones that I played as a child like Pokemon and Harvest Moon. My favorite types of television shows are sci-fi. I love Doctor Who and Stargate. I like most types of movies, but I prefer action, sci-fi, fantasy, and documentaries. My entire family plays guitar, and when I visit them, we enjoy playing together. My favorite activity is traveling. I hope to continue to travel once I am a mother. There are always new places to visit, things to see, and knowledge to gain. I've been fortunate enough to visit Asia, and hope one day to visit Europe. I am fascinated by the castles, history, and all the places to visit just by hopping on a train. I have not traveled a lot in Canada or the United States, so I would like to see them more. I have been to Disney World before, but I cannot wait to see it again through a child's eyes. You know I love Disney. You guys know how much I want to go to Disney. Anyway, once I am a mother, I also want to continue the tradition of camping every year. It's nice to explore nature and get away from the chaos of the city. My father is definitely looking forward to fishing with his grandchild. Some camping trips will be with my parents and brothers, but I would also like to do some camping trips with just the two of us. Family is very important to me, and I hope to have a family of my own to pass on my values and knowledge to. I am Buddhist and believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that being a good person, being kind to others, and being reflective is key to happiness. I strive to make decisions based on how they will not only affect me, but if they will harm someone else in the process. I believe that although material things are necessary for life, it is our experiences, adventures, and our memories that make us who we are and hold the most value. I hope that as a mother I can create positive experience that will make a difference in a child's life. Thank you for taking the time to read my letter. I hope that it has helped you see who I am a little better. I promise that I will provide a safe, loving, and happy home, the opportunity to learn and explore, and maintain connections so he/she will always know her story. Sincerely, Michele. So anyway, that is my dear birth mom letter. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below, and thanks for watching. Bye!